Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here on the channel to talk about a new topics, about a new video. I'm pretty excited because this video will actually it's so important to me, this video, because it will start a new series for the YouTube channel. But at the same time, like, I will talk about some important stuff, some personal stuff that brought me here actually, because I never thought that I would start a YouTube channel, but now I'm here. I've already started it and I want to keep sharing my views, my experience on this channel and with you. So, thank you to be here. First of all, thank you so much. And on this video, we're going to talk about my personal experience with self-improvement and how I started working on myself. We need to go back to January 2023, where I broke up with my first, actually it was the second relationship. The first one I never counted because like it was 1 month, so it wasn't even like that much of a time. I don't, oh this, and so let's talk about this first. I was in this long relationship. I'm gonna say it was a long relationship because it lasted 1 year and 1 year and 1 month. So it was pretty long for me. Actually, it was the first relationship that lasted so long for me, and it was the most toxic relationship that I've ever been in. Actually, I lived in 3 relationships. The first one with this girl, and it was like only for 1 month, so it wasn't even like that much of a time. The second one, my ex-girlfriend, and we stayed together for 1 year and 1 month, as I already said. And the current relationship, and we are about to hit 1 year and 6 months together, and it's going pretty good because she's wonderful, and we really love each other. But I don't want to lose control of what I'm talking about. January 2023, it was already a couple of months that I started working on myself. The first thing that I started to work on was exercise, because I wasn't okay with my body, and I wanted to change something about myself. And so I started to look up some videos, and I found this app, the 60 days app, on like how to get the yeah the abs. And so I started to train abs. Actually, it was like cardio and all sort of stuff, and I was so happy about it because I was so excited. I was doing something new, like I've never like trained like that before, and so I was excited. My current of the time girlfriend, she didn't support me. She was actually against me because she was like, I told her that I started to do something new, that I started to do something that I was proud of, and she didn't give a fuck. She actually didn't give a total fuck, and she was going against me. She was telling me that what I was doing wasn't that much of a training. It wasn't that good of a thing that I was doing, and I could have just kept doing nothing because it wouldn't have helped me with anything actually training. And so I already started to get mad at her. Like, not even getting mad at her, because I always treated with respect and love, because the relationship was toxic from her side, not from mine. Always loved her. Like, you don't have to trust me, just my word against nobody else's word, because she's not gonna talk about it. But like, from my experience, I can tell you that I was always loving and respecting her. Never had never have done anything to her. Like, if you wanna, the cherry on top of the cake, she cheated on me too. So like, it was she never. Why I'm saying that it was a toxic relationship, it's because she never respected me. She never treated me like a person. I'm not even like saying like a man, but even as a person, she always looked like she was on top of me, and I was down. She was looking always down to me, like I was nothing. I understand that I was actually a sort of a loser at the time. I wasn't doing anything with my life, so I understand why she was looking at me like that, because I was actually a loser. But at the same time, I was giving love to her, respecting her, because yeah, I was a loser, wasn't doing nothing with myself, wasn't improving my life. But yeah, always respected her. So I didn't like deserve that sort of treating. So after a couple of months more that I started training, so after a couple of months that I started training, my current girlfriend, she told me that it was useless to me. So I started to think about my relationship, my current relationship with her, and was like, yeah, she doesn't respect me. And that was from the start of the relationship. Actually, she never treated me with respect. And now that I'm trying to do something for myself, because I believe that what I'm doing is something that will help me, not even about like physically, but more mentally than physically, because I'm doing something. So like, I'm starting to work on myself, and I was so happy about it. I was so excited. She she didn't like support me. She didn't support me. So I was like rethinking about all the relationship, what happened, the fact that she cheated on me, and I stayed with her. So like, I didn't say this. I didn't told you this. I didn't tell you this. She cheated on me, and I stayed with her because I want to refer as myself as a loser and kind of a pussy for the period, because I wasn't taking action in my own hand. I was letting life control me instead of taking control over my life. I wasn't making any decision at the time. I wasn't strong enough to stand up for myself, you know, and do what I had to do. Because just it's not even about like living here, is about respecting yourself. If you respect yourself, probably I wouldn't have even gotten into the relationship at first. But I wasn't already like the man that I am right now, the way that I think right now. It's all through a process. So I'm not mad about the person that I was before. I'm not even mad about knowing her, because probably it's thanks to her that I started this journey. So I'm happy about it. And now we can. So one day I went to her house and I told her like, I don't know like if I love you anymore. She was like, yeah, I don't know if I love you anymore too. I was like, okay, so just let's break up, because what's the point of this? Actually, we had an argument like 10 minutes before that, and she wasn't respecting me. So like, this story is a little bit longer. I'm not gonna get into the details, but it ended. I broke up with her, and so we split it up. And what I started to do after we broke up, I started to get on all the self-improvement videos. I have to thanks Andrew Tate and Hamza, even though as of right now, as the person that I am right now, thanks to so many books that I read and videos and and things that I saw on a lot of things that they say, especially for Andrew Tate, I don't share their views on life and on some of their ideas. I don't share them at all. But I have to say that thanks to Andrew Tate, that yeah, like we can say that like he is trying to help man to grow their life. Oh, okay. He's trying to help man to you know take decision in their hand, to you have to decide for your life, not letting life to decide for you. So that's what I learned from it. So stand up for myself and take my own decision. I have to thank him for that. I'm not gonna just spit bad thing about him. Yeah, he's not a good person for my for what I think about him. We can talk about this in another video if you want to. I don't actually care right now on talking about this stuff. And Amza, actually, I have to thank him a lot because he actually changed my life. As of right now, sometimes he makes some videos, he posts some things that I don't agree with. Sometimes like so, he's always like saying something and then in the next video saying something that's go against the things that he said before. It's always so, changing his minds too much for me. I understand that we are improving our life, so we will change our mind often because we're trying to grow, but at the same time it's like, yeah, it changed too fast and sometimes it's like, for no reason at all. Like, I don't know, I don't understand sometimes his point of view. But yeah, so I have to thank these two male figure that helped me a lot. The first thing that I started to do to change my life, and I will, and if somebody would come to me and would ask me, what would you, you know, tell a person that want to do something with his life, but doesn't have, the strength to, or the doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to take his life in his own hand. I would tell him, go to the gym. And it sounds so basics, cause maybe it sounds strange. And you would ask me why the gym? Cause I believe that it's one of, at least for me, it helped me a lot. I believe that it's one of the first thing that you can do for yourself that will get you going, cause you can see results faster than you might think. Yeah, I'm not jacked right now, like you can see, but I'm way jacker than I was before. I didn't have all this muscle before. I didn't have like the body that I have right now. I'm proud of it, even though like it's not the maybe the body or I don't have like the physical, you know, the aesthetic body that everybody talks about nowadays. Even though I take nothing, yeah, just pure, you know, pure workouts. I don't take anything. I just eat the healthier way possible, and I try to. I don't even lift weights anymore. Now I'm working out with calisthenics. So yeah, if someone would come up to me and ask me, well, what would you would you tell a person that is not doing anything with his life to start to change something with his personal experience? I would tell you, go to the gym, or at least, if you don't want to go to the gym, start to train. Get into the training world, because I believe it's one of the first steps that will help you open the mind on so many things. Because I started to work out. At first I was working at home, because I was, as everybody probably, I was feeling, I was shy. I was kind of, you know, worried about what other people would think about me for going to the gym. But then I went to one of the local gym in my city, and I signed up for the 6 months. No, actually, the first month I wanted to try, so I signed up for 1 month. It cost me about 70 euros. It's not even that much, probably. It depends on where you live. Started going to the gym 5 times per week. Actually, at first it was 3 times per week because I was getting started. It was so fucking. It was funny. It was funny. I was feeling proud, more confidence. When you go to the gym, when you start to work out, I believe the first three things that will come up to you, it will be, feeling more confident with yourself. It's funny to work out, because yeah, sometimes you don't feel like, but working out, generally talking, it's funny. Actually, it's super funny. Like, you might think it's not, but yeah, it's super funny. I will, at least for myself, I love to work out. And yeah, you get like these sort of feelings on the third, like the third point that I want to make. Yeah, you want like to keep going. You want to see what you can achieve. Because like with lifting weights, you start from like 5 kilos, then 6 kilos, 7 kilos. You always going forward, and it's kind of easier. I wouldn't recommend doing something, because working with weights, or at least working out, is something so easy and so basic that anybody could do it, and you will see progress with yourself. And I'm not even like talking about physical aspect like progress, but like mental progress. Like, you see that like one day you were lifting 5 kilo weights, or maybe you went with 5 push-up, or even like you weren't even like capable of doing one push-up. At first I wasn't even capable of doing one push-up. I was so fucked up with my physical capability that I couldn't even do one push-up. Now I can probably do like 30 push-up with perfect form, with good form. Perfect form obviously not, I don't know what perfect form is, but good form, like, slow reps all to the end, good stretch. I can do all sort of push-up, like archer push-up, pike push-up, diamond push-up, tricep push-up. I can almost do a one-hand push-up. Sometimes I do, sometimes I can't. Like, and like, so I would recommend that to you. Now, let's go forward with the topic of the videos. So yeah, 6 months subscription to the gym. I was working 5 times per week because I was so much into the discipline mindset, and at the same time, in that period, I started to meditate. So I took meditation seriously. I was meditating every night for 10 minutes or more. It depended on the time that I had to meditate. So I started reading then. I started to read a few books, and that helped me a lot with the way I'm thinking right now. And the first books that I started reading were books based on self-improvement. Not only on self-improvement actually, but like we can say that, yeah, they like work on the self-improvement sphere, if you want to call it like that. And actually the first book that I read, and one of the books that helped me a lot, and I already read like 2 times or 3 times already, and probably I will reread it again because it's full of notion, so important that you have to refresh your mind with, is The Way of the Superior Man of David Deida. I believe it's one of the best books that I've ever read, actually, as of right now with my life. I read, I don't know, 20 books on self-improvement, and the author that I like the most are David Deida and Ryan Holiday. About Ryan Holiday, I read like 5 or 6 books. They helped me a lot, and yeah, I recommend to you the two of them. And then on the last period, I started reading business book, actually financial book, like, because I want to have like a financial literacy where I know about some financial stuff, because I want to start my own business. One of the other things that I started to work on as soon as I got on self-improvement, so like after I broke up with my ex, it was diet. I started to cut out all sugar, all processed food, and I tried to eat healthier food. And as of right now, I'm doing actually pretty good. I don't eat like sugar anymore. Yeah, sometimes I still do, like with ice cream or like cakes at a birthday party. But I believe like when in the future I will get a house of my own, I will live, on my own. It will be easier for me to eat like eggs, meat, and that's it probably. Because I do believe like all sort of carbs like pasta, bread, and all the stuff that is processed food just cut out. Because I'm Italian, so like I eat a lot of pasta. And yeah, probably the ideal diet that I want to succeed with is meat, eggs, oil, but like olive oil, not like seed oil because that's bad for you. And then like with the carbs, like rice maybe. And yeah, but we can talk about this in another video. Then there's the porn. Yeah, I had a little addition to porn. I will talk about this. No blogs. I don't want to be like I don't want to build a fake personality on my YouTube channel, so I have to talk about this too. I had a sort of like, I don't want to say problem with porn, because yeah, I was watching a lot of porn when I was younger. Now I don't do it anymore. I stopped it, but when I was still with my ex, I used to watch porn. And I had a kind of a problem because I didn't know how much was bad for myself. And then when I got to self-improvement, I saw a lot of videos about porn, how porn fucks up your brain, the way like it doesn't help you. I tried to cut out. At first, it wasn't easy. Yeah, I was doing progress from the beginning because like I was watching them like every day, more than one times per day. Like sometimes it was like 3 times per day. I was fapping 3 times per day, and then I just started to less and less and less till I got like to know. Sometimes it does still happen, not as of right now, but like yeah. No, it's not about porn, but like yeah. I want to say that I'm clean because I don't watch porn anymore. Never. And then there's the friendship. This will be probably a new topics for a new video, a future video about the friendship and what I believe friendship is for me and what I want to help you with. As soon as I broke up with my ex, she went to our group of friends and she told them that I was a piece of shit, that I was bad to her. I don't know what she told them exactly, but they were mad at me. They were looking at me like I was some crazy person because I broke up with her, even though she was the one that cheated on me. She never respected me and all sort of things. So she should have been the one that was, should have feel, should have felt ashamed of herself. But for some reason, I was the one that was looked at bad as a bad person. So I cut out all my friends, my old friends, and I started to be alone. And I wasn't even mad, I wasn't sad. At first, I kind of was sad because I was like, yeah, they know me, but now they are like thinking bad about me. They think I'm a bad person. They think something about me that I don't even know. They don't respect me. Why? Why is that? Just because we broke up now, I'm not anymore one of your friends. Like you don't respect me anymore. What's the point of that? So I just broke every relationship that I had. So every friendship that I had at the time. Almost everything. Like one of them remained my friend because he wasn't in this group. He was an old friend of mine, and thanks to self-improvement, I got back with him because we kind of, in the period when I was with my ex, me and this friend, we kind of, you know, grew apart because he didn't like my current girlfriend, my ex, and he didn't like the group of friends that I was hanging out with. So he just simply was living his own life. And I mad respect for him because, yeah, he fucking saw that he wasn't a good group. One good line that I can tell you that helped me a lot and still helps me is you are the. Well, I wrote it down. You are the average of the 5 person you spend more of your time with. So basically I wasn't a good person. I was kind of a loser because I was hanging out with person that weren't. I don't want to call them loser. I don't want to judge them. I don't care about their life. But I was hanging out with person that didn't have respect for others and at the same time respect for themselves because they weren't working on themselves. They weren't doing nothing with their life. And so I was taking kind of their things and getting them as myself. Like when I got alone, when I was on my own, I grew up a lot. I grew up so much. Like I changed so much in not much time. Like in 1 year or two, I changed so much as a person. So we are at the end of the video. I don't. These fucking flies. They're. Yeah. Let me take this at. Oh, my hair looks so mad. So I just want to say that I want to thank you a lot because I'm happy that I finally started this YouTube channel that I'm talking about my personal life, my personal experience, and I hope this will help somebody because as other people experience helped me, I hope my experience can help somebody. And if you have something to tell me, some advice that you can share with me, or maybe something that you don't agree with me, tell me. I'm here for it. Like I'm ready for everything. So thanks. Sorry for the flex. I love you and remember to be grateful. I'm never gonna stop saying that. Being grateful is the best thing that you can do. So be grateful, okay? Don't fucking take nothing for granted, okay? I love you guys.